What's up, Mexico? This is Seb from Simple Plan, and this is our radio, Radio Disney.
Simple Plan, the kids in the crowd. How do you feel with this documentary?
It's a big deal. It's a big accomplishment. The documentary itself, sure, but just the 25 years and everything that we've gone through as a band, that is now something that every Simple Plan fan out there can see and understand a little bit better and notice that they are part of our story. I think it's a beautiful moment right now in the band's journey to be playing the biggest shows we've ever have and to still be having such a good time.
Wow, it's been 25 years since your debut. If you could send a message to you 2000 selves, you before releasing no pads, no helmets, just balls, what would you say?
I don't think I would try to spoil anything.
Oh my God.
I probably would just say something like, it's all going to be okay. You know, like, I don't think I would say like, you should make the third album a little bit differently. Like, I don't even think I'd mention that. I think, everything obviously happens for a reason. And the fact that we're here now, playing the shows that we're playing these days for the past couple of years, it's pretty crazy. So I think I would just say like, it's going to be okay, unless you're giving me permission to borrow a song from a now current very successful artist, and I would say like, psst, use this song, it's gonna be a hit. Like, that's something I could do.
That's nice. What was the craziest or most unexpected memory that came up while you working on this new documentary?
Well, I can tell you something I didn't really remember quite the way that it went down is, I know we had some haters. I know we struggled with, should we do the Avril tour? Should we not? Let's try to be punk. Let's try to have our music heard by people that want to hear it. Because to us, it was the same album. It was the same song. So sometimes we just didn't get it. Or sometimes for us, it made sense that, yeah, we can play those songs with Avril. We can also play those songs on Warped Tour. And I think it's because it's an emotion that I've processed and moved on from. But I didn't remember it being so difficult. And now seeing it, like, I know that it was. And I'm like, oh my God, yeah, I think that was a solid year of like, okay, what are we doing? Where did we fit in? The people that we admired don't really approve of us yet. And like, what should we do? Like, that was difficult times.
It was tough when you saw all that.
Of course it was, like, and the worst of it was probably when we played Warped Tour in Montreal, and Chuck reminded me yesterday, because their previous band was a lot more punk and they had some fans in Montreal. To them, it felt like a betrayal that suddenly some of the members from that old band were doing something that was more melodic, maybe more melodically pleasing. So like, people weren't having it. Like, back then, if you were punk, you were just punk, and you could not, it wasn't a line you can cross. There was a wall in between. Like, there's no way through. So that's definitely something that was hard. Like, we were from here, and people were refusing to even give us a chance because to them, it was too different.
Right. Your music just became an anthem after that for a while, a whole pop, punk, emo generation. How does it feel to know you were the soundtrack of many, many teenagers' years?
I don't know. I don't know how it feels. Obviously, it's extremely special. It's that music in general can make a difference in people's lives. And I truly believe in that because we've gotten throughout the years to tour and work with some artists that have had that impact on me as a musician and as an influence as a person even. So I kind of get it, but at the same time, like, it's so much bigger than just a song, and so much bigger than just me, the guitar player in the band. Like, the music did the work and connected and helped people because they took it in. So it's as much a win for them as it is for us, I think.
Talking about just that feeling, is there a song you didn't expect to become so iconic back then, but the fans still singing like It was like 2005, I mean.
Yeah, totally. And I think we talked about it in the documentary. It's perfect. You know,
Mhm.
perfect is so
Yeah.
specifically about quitting school and joining a band. That's what that song is about. And for us, it was clear. And like, it's the last song on the album. And it's a ballad, you know, like we're all about the fast songs back then. And then when people started relating to that song, people started seeing themselves in those lyrics, like we were like, oh my God, this is a whole new thing that Simple Plan means to people. It's a whole new dimension.
Right. What was the emotional part of seeing yourself grow up on screen through this documentary?
I think for me, the most emotional part was to, I know now that every time I see myself at that time, I thought I nailed it. And I really like, and there's so much that came after that, like not just for looks, like just for life in general, you know, like I know that there's a period of time in the first and second album where I thought like, oh, I know what I'm doing, and I didn't. And I think that right now I do, and probably 10 years from now I'll be like, oh no, 44-year-old me was an idiot, you know, like, so every time you feel like you're becoming someone, or every time you feel like you've learned a valuable life lesson, it feels like you're a completely different person. But
Right.
I don't think that you are. And I think that feeling of thinking you're a whole new person is the feeling that stays the same.
Right. Thank you. That's amazing answer. Complete these sentences, please. Simple Plan is still here because.
Oh, that's going to be a long answer. I think we're still here because our fans are absolutely amazing. I think we are still here, hopefully, because we've been putting out decent music for many years. I think we're still here because we still want to be here, like truly. You know, I think some bands disappear because at some point they're kind of like, I think we're good, and they kind of move on, which is fine, you know. But for us, like we still want this, so I think that's also one of the reasons why we're still here.